Okay. Hey guys. So, almost fell. Today, wait, let me adjust the top and y'all almost saw my titty. Okay. So, cuz I know some of y'all came here for these, so we're going to be here. So, let me address something real quick. I did a smoky eye that I saw on Trisha Paytas 3 years ago, and yeah, and I just washed my hair like normal. So today's video is gonna be, yes, I'm still missing 2 nails. This one about to come off. Your girl's broke, okay? So today I'm gonna talk about being attacked for being Christian. And not just anybody attacking me. My own boyfriend, y'all. My own dude, my own nigga, attacked me for being Christian. So if you guys want to hear the story, and he lied about a lot of stuff. If y'all want to hear more about the story time, just keep watching the video. If you don't, subscribe. Y'all should subscribe. So this was my junior year this was the summer of going into my senior year of high school. I was really close friends with, what should I call her? Let's call her Jamaica, because she was Caribbean. Not Jamaican, but she was Caribbean. So me and Jamaica were this. We were super, super close. She was a year younger than me. We were in cheer together. We were in, we were synced up. We linked up on a whole lot of similar views and all that kind of stuff. And the summer going into my senior year of high school, I really wanted to go to church camp. Before, my parents never let me go. I might talk about my church in a later video. I don't know. That's kind of an uncomfortable topic because I'm still part of this church. At least my family, my parents are still part of this church, and it's not a reflection on them. So, I was never allowed to go because of different reasons. One, my mom was super paranoid something was gonna happen, and on top of that, I was a loner kid in my church. I was depressed and emo. I was going through a lot, so I didn't really talk to anybody. And the fact that some people didn't really talk to me, and I was the only black girl in church, and my family was the only black family in church. It's a whole thing. I'll probably make a video later. So going into my senior year, I am 17 years old, getting ready to be 18. I was okay, I really, really want to go to church, but I didn't want to go by myself. So, I almost said her real name. Jamaica was, part of a Pentecostal church or something like that. And my branch of Christianity, still is, Church of Christ. And our views didn't match up, but the foundation was still pretty much the same. Jesus is our Lord and Savior, watch your behavior. So I'm girl, B, come to church camp with me. I don't want to be by myself. So beep, she comes to church camp with me. Church camp was amazing. It was great. It was such a moving experience. It was a really life-changing experience, and I'm super grateful I went. So here's where the lying nigga came in. So before I went to church camp, I was dating this dude. What should I call him? What should I call him? Let's just call him Yin Yang, okay? So I was dating Yin Yang. I was a junior going on senior. He was a sophomore going on junior, even though me and him were the same age. So to sum it up for y'all, and if my mama, if you're watching this, I'm sorry. I know you told me I couldn't have a boyfriend in high school, but I dated a lot of dudes in high school. And I talked to a lot of guys. We can talk about it later. So I was dating Yin Yang. He grew up on the east side of town, which is the more ghetto, more rough side of town. He had 2 little brothers. He definitely he had to grow up hard. He had to grow up tough. He only hung out with the black kids. He was, and he was Hispanic. So, you know, he was like that hip hop Hispanic dude or whatever. And I really liked him. He was a lot more quiet than me, and yeah, so over the summer, like, I wasn't allowed to have a boyfriend or anything. So I had been dating him for a few weeks before I went to church camp. I used to tell my parents, hey, I'm going to Jamaica's house or Jamaica's parents' restaurant, because their parents owned a Caribbean restaurant in Oklahoma City. And I was actually going to Yin Yang's house, and we wouldn't even like do anything bad. We literally would just hang out and babysit his brothers. And I might talk about my relationship with him later. His mom hated me because I just got my car and I was too scared to drive other people, and I wouldn't drive her to the store. So his mom like hated me and all that good shit. So after church camp, I come back. I feel like, y'all, when I say I feel at like an equilibrium, like I felt so happy and peaceful, and God is love. The world is great. Like, I had never felt at peace. Like, I felt at peace for like a whole month. Y'all, a whole month. I felt so at peace. And it was oh my goodness. It was such a beautiful, my arm is itchy. Okay. It was such a beautiful, life-changing experience. And honestly, it really helped in my faith in God and like all that kind of stuff. So I come back and then I'm texting. Oh, I made Yin Yang a bracelet at church camp. Because I wanted to bring something back for him and all that kind of stuff. So when I get back, I'm like, hey, babe, I'm back from church camp. You know, like, I'm back. Like, when can I see you? And then he's like, oh, cool. Like, you're back. And then I remember telling him like how it was a moving experience and how it really strengthened my faith in God. Sorry about the bra in the background. And all this like great stuff. And then all of a sudden his tone changes and he hits me with like, why you believe in God? That's like a bunch of bullshit. Like, you know that don't exist. Blah, blah, blah. I'm atheist. Blah, 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 blah. Keep in mind, if you're of any other like religion or faith, or even if you don't believe in anything, do what you want to do. Believe what you want to, like, believe in. Like, I'm not going to be like, you're atheist. Or, like, Buddhist. Or, like, these Catholics, bro. Like, I'm not going to, like, come after you for it. Like, believe what you want to believe. Like, I don't care. Like, if you're curious about Christianity and want to know why I believe, feel free to ask me. But I'm not going to, like, patronize other people of other faiths. Like, that's rude. Like, that's rude as hell. So, I was like, okay. Keep in mind, I didn't attack him for being atheist. I was like, okay, you're hurting my feelings because you're literally like attacking me for being Christian, and you're like trying to like force me to like believe that God isn't real or whatever. And I know there's like a double standard, like Christians trying to force other people to believe that God exists and all that kind of stuff. But when I say he was attacking, like he was being so mean and so rude about it, like super rude and disrespectful. So I was like, okay. So I was like, look, because like I don't take and he knew that I was Christian before this too. If you're in a relationship with me, if you're my friend and you're going to if you're gonna patronize me for my religion, or my beliefs or whatever, we don't need to be friends. We don't need to associate with each other, because I don't play that. I don't attack unless you do something to physically harm me or like emotionally harm me. Then I'm not gonna like come after you about, you know, like what you believe in, how you dress, all that kind of stuff. Like, I'm here for your personality. I'm here for who you are or whatever. So I was like, look, I don't think this is going to work out. Like, you're being really mean and disrespectful and you're hurting my feelings. So that was basically the end of it. And then I want to say a couple days later, he texted me again. I was kind of sad that it was like, oh, like I broke up with my boyfriend. But at the same time, it's like, no, like, you're not gonna disrespect me like that. Like, what the shit? So I think like maybe a week, a couple of days, honestly don't remember, but let's say about a week later or whatever, he hits me up again. He was like, hey, I'm sorry, blah, blah, blah. We hadn't talked that whole week. I didn't really care, because I knew that I didn't need somebody like that in my life anyway. So he hits me up and he's like, hey, like, I'm sorry that, like, I hurt your feelings or blah, blah, blah. I'm actually Catholic. I just said, ooh, I sounded like a snake. But I actually am Catholic. And I just said that I was atheist because I wanted to see how you would respond. And if you were one of those critical Christians. He wanted to know if I was a CC, a critical Christian. And I was like, nigga, what? Nigga, what? Like, I was so thrown back. And I was like, I had some baby balls back then because I guess I knew, like, what to tolerate and what not to tolerate in some sense. So I was like, first of all, I'm pissed that you lied to me. Second of all, if you're going to lie to me, I'd rather you lie about, like, your family or whatever. Don't lie about stuff like that. And then on top of that, the fact that you actually hurt my feelings as a test trial to see that if I was one of those Christians that cuts everybody off if you're not Christian. Like, dude, why would you do that? That makes no common sense in my head. I don't know how that made sense to you. And sorry, buddy, you're still out of a girlfriend. So I remember, like, I basically told him that, like, whole thing. And he was like, I'm sorry, blah, blah. And I'm like, okay, well, I forgive you, but I still don't want to be with your ass. So I remember, like, we didn't really talk, and then we had tried to, like, slowly talk again, but, y'all, the feelings were gone. Like, I would never do that to somebody. I would never, ever do that to somebody. And he just broke my trust, and usually after you, like, fuck up my, ooh, I didn't mean to say that. I'm probably gonna edit this later. Usually if you, like, mess up my trust, once, 8 times out of 10, like, you're done. I'm cut off. You're done. Like, I'm no longer associating with you. So that is my whole story about how, ooh, this is, like, pretty. Do I look like Kehlani? I look like Janet Jackson. But, y'all, that is a story about, I know it was really short, of how I was attacked for being Christian by my own boyfriend. And how he ended up with a lost cause because I didn't care. I was sad that, like, we broke up, but at the same time, like, if I'm being disrespected, I'm not going to tolerate that from anybody. I.e., why I dropped a lot of people in year 2018. I.e., low-key why I've been single for a little bit. There's a lot of reasons why I don't have a big social group. So, yeah, that was my story. I got canceled for being Christian. And let me just add this little side note in right now. But whatever religion you are, whatever, like, faith you are, if people are, like, being extreme, like, rude and, like, patronizing you and, like, attacking you and stuff, don't put up with that. I don't care what faith you are, what you believe in. You might as well, believe, like, not might as well, but, like, you can even believe in, like, plants or whatever. Like, plants hold the key to everlasting life or whatever. Don't let people treat you any type of way. Like, there's a difference between having a discussion and actually attacking somebody. I thought I heard something. Actually attacking someone. So, and side note, I also know that I'm also very aware that there's a double standard of how Christians attack other people of faith. I'm very aware, and I probably sound like a whiny little, like, oh, I was attacked for being Christian. Well, a lot of Christians attack other people. I acknowledge that. We're not gonna go too deep into that. Do I think it's right to attack anybody? No, it's not right to patronize anybody. If you want to discuss it like damn adults. Don't do this bullying. Don't do this bullying mess. Like, that's not gonna cut it. Like, that's not cool. So yeah, like, that was the first time I was ever, like, attacked for being for having like my faith. Which was interesting and kind of like gave me an open mind of how people of other faiths feel when Christians attack them. But that is a video. I think I might film a video about how I didn't like bang poor dudes. I was just like talking to like 4 or 5 dudes at this one Burger King location, and they were all in a friend group. We'll talk. Well, y'all have a video coming about how I was a Burger King hoe. Okay, where's my crown? Where's my Emmy? Do I get a streaming award? Maybe? No. Okay, that's fine. I'm gonna get it in 10 years like Trisha Paytas. So that is the video. I love you guys so much. Thank you guys for watching. Subscribe, like, leave a comment, subscribe. Okay, in that order. If you like. In that exact order. But I will see you guys in my next video. I love you guys so much. Do all the 4 steps. Subscribe, like, comment, and subscribe once more. I will see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.